Yeah, hi. So we completed our room database implementation and the local DAO and repository connections also done. So now we are going to create a data source and taking the data source into an use case. Okay. So just first we will create a data source. Okay. Data source, inside data source. We need to create we need to create data source interface and data source implementation. So I just forgot change the package name. So impl. Okay, actually data source need to come inside, but by mistake I added backside. Okay, so in this repository we are going to implement this domain layer uh, interface. Okay, so in this repository, and this is this data source implementation, we are going to implement this local database interface. Okay, repository. So first we will create an interface which is data source interface. We need to change the name. We'll change the name. Home data source, it's the interface. So in this home database interface also the same, what are the actions we are having, those actions. So this will come from here, domain layer to data layer. This is the opening path, or this is the entrance of domain layer to data layer. So suspend function add task card. Okay, tasks. Okay, so return should be long. Okay, suspend function complete task call. Task return should be not long int, because it is the update call, right? Suspend function get completed task. Okay, return should be flow. Actually we can create a type values for this also. List flow list of task entity. Not task entity, task with file entity. With file, task with file. Okay, the same thing, get task. Okay, so 4 things. Okay, so this is our data source. So we are going to implement our data source right now in DataSource implementation. Okay, impl. So in this impl we have a parameter which one is private val task repository is a parameter. So this task repository we are holding it here, task repository. This one is connected with this DAO, so we can get the data using this task repository, and this implements the home data source. Okay, so all these function over here will be implemented here. Okay, that's good. Now we are going to take return, right? Return task repository dot insert task. Okay, so task repository dot insert task. Then here also same, return task repository dot completed task. Okay, task repository dot get completed task. Okay, so this is done. This is home repository implementation. Now we are going to implement this one in here, which means here repo implementation. Okay, repo implementation, it will be like we are going to implement the data source, this one, in this one. Oh, not this one. Where is that domain layer? We are going to implement this one in the parameter of this data source. Okay, this data source. Actually, we'll create one home repository implement. Okay, so this one will have the parameter of private val home data source interface. Okay, so this interface is connected to this implementation. Okay, and this will extend this interface, which is in the domain layer repo, which will implement in the home repository. Okay, home repository. So we are going to import all the functions through here. So actually all task we don't need, this one only. Okay, this one only. So here home data source dot add task. Okay, so this is home repository val task id is equal to this one. Here if greater than 0, it is a success one. If it is not greater than 0, it is a failure one. Okay, 0 will pass result callback dot function task result. We created one function. Okay, if you doesn't know or forget this one, just go back and check how we did that in that one. Okay, this one dot success inside success data is equal to task, the same task we are going to pass back. Okay, so it either this one, this is means we are going to error, we are not going to pass data message insert failed. Okay, so this is for this one. It's the same thing for completed task also. Completed task is completed task. The completed task should be greater than 1 means it's success, this one means it's failed. Okay, mostly we don't need this. Okay, this should be success. Okay, fine. Then we are going to get that this one. So source dot get completed task. Okay, so this result dot collect task only. No, what is the okay, this bracket. Okay, yeah. Now we are going to do, what we are going to do is we are going to convert this task entity to our model class task. Okay, for that we are going to do we are going to write one small function, private fun tt to data list. Okay, so task is to list of with task with files. Okay, list of task with files. So this one we are going to do where list mutable list of tasks. Okay, mutable list of this one. So this task dot for each. So inside for each, as usual, list dot add tasks. Okay, this task ID, is equal to it dot task entity dot task ID. Okay, task name, task detail, end date, task file. Okay, so task file, we are going to add some good logics. Okay, sys task name, task detail, task end date. Okay, task file, we are going to add we are going to use stream and map to convert all the get all the URLs from the file list. So actually this task this one is a file, it will get from the file entity dot stream dot map. So from this map we can take only the string it dot file URL, then we are going to collect as collectors dot to list. Okay, so now it is an array of list, it can be added to here. So this is very simple, right? Nice one. So now we are going to return this task, not task list. Okay, so now this one is mutable list of task. Okay, so result callback, the task result dot success, not here, not here also we can add, we need to add here dot success. Now entity to tasks. Okay, so the same thing for this get task also, only this get task will be different. Okay, so now it is good, we are good to go. I think we don't need this one, so we can remove this one. We are not going to add get all tasks. Okay, so this is good. Home repo implementation. Okay, so the two things we need to add it in a module, right? So we added up to task repository. Okay, so we added up to task repository, but we didn't add it after that. So we need to add home repository first. Home repository in the sense this home repository and home data implementation for everything. Okay, just we'll start adding this one. Provide home repository okay, home repository is this, not this one, task. Okay, task repository, this one only. Task repository return home repository, this one only, right? Oh, this is returning home repository, right? Implement home repository, but this is data source is going, so this one is home data source. Okay, this will return home data source then, not this one. So this will return home data source. Okay, so then we have to add this one also. What is this? Home repo implement return home repository. Home repo implement will return home repository, same thing. Home repository. Home data source. Here we need to add not this one, home repository, home data source. Okay, yeah, because the parameter is home data source, right? So we are going to add home data source. Done. Now what we are going to do, we are going to add all the use cases. Where's the use case? All the use cases. Okay. We are going to provide all the use cases. So provide, this one is add task use case, return add task use case. Okay, here also add task use case, but add task use case parameter is home repository. Then so we need to add home repository. Home repository. Good. Nice. Now we can add, just copy and paste this one, and we can add multiple all the parameters. Okay, only 3, right? Okay, so add task use case, complete task use case. Complete task use case. Okay. Then get completed task. Get completed task use case. Get completed task use case. Get task. Get task use case. The same get task use case. Okay. So now we connected everything and we added all the modules also. So it should be connected over. Everything is connected. If you see, this is connected. This is all our working condition. I think mostly this insert. Okay, this insert is good. Everything is good. So now we go back to our view model. So view model, we have here, we didn't connect database, we just gave a dummy data, right? So dummy data. So instead of this UI related data, we are going to use the real data from the database using our use case. So use case means what are the use case we are going to use in this module. We are going to implement use from the parameter. First of all, private val add task use case, private val complete task use case, private val get completed task use case. Private val get task use case. Okay, so these are the use case we are going to use. So we implemented that. So add task use case. Where is the add task? So this is completed task, right? So completed task. So we need to do completed task dot execute. What is that? We need a task first. Which task is this one? Task list. So this is a task, right? So this is the task only we need. Task, comma, that is a callback. Okay, that is a callback. So this should be inside viewModel scope dot launch dispatchers.io. Okay, this should be inside that. Okay, so now the task should be added, task should be implemented, which means the completed task means it should complete it. We don't need any other things actually. We can remove all other things. We don't need this also. So what we are going to do is, after this we need to create two functions, which is having the get data and send data. Okay, function no, private fun, what is that? Get completed task. Okay, view model scope dot launch dispatches.io. here get completed task use case dot execute this one. Okay, so here what we need to do is we need to copy this one and paste it here. Okay, paste it here. So we don't want to do this task and we don't want to cancel this one, so we just want to do that it. Okay, data, yeah. Okay. Result dot data it's equal to here, this is it. Okay, to the mutable list. Okay, so this is good. Now we created the get completed task, so same thing for get task also. Get task. Okay, so here get task use case dot execute, the same process. Here is instead of that task list. Okay, so we have two functions, one is this one and this one. So these two things are needs to act when the view model is created. So init get task, get completed task, both need to act when the is created. After that, then when we are after doing this completed, then also we need to get completed task, get task. Okay, so we are not going to update based on those things. So we are, this is done, so then we are going to update that one. So if we want this is clicked, right? So after that we just this dialog we can close it from here. Okay, dialog we can close it. Other two things we just call this one and we leave it. Okay, dialog we can call this dialog, we close the dialog and we are calling these two functions and it will do what their work is. Okay, this is completed task. Then add task also mostly this task, right? Task add task use case dot execute task. Okay, what is that? Okay, what do you mean? Okay, yeah, okay. View model scope dot launch dispatcher.io add task.execute task. Okay, this result is this one. if we can have this one also, result is task result dot success. If this one is task result dot success, we will send without an error, like, where is it? So this one is like, right, so this one we will send like, we don't want to, we'll close the dialog and we are get task only, we don't want to call get completed task, right? Okay, this one is, if this is error, else we can do show error true. But for now we are not going to show the error in the UI, but I am saying if you want to show the error message equal to the message we are sending from backend, right? What is that message? Message result.message. Okay, so you can pause it like that. So this is, we used all the cases, right? Yeah, add a complete test. Okay, so this is done. I think we almost done everything. I'll just run and show you how it is working. We'll just run it. Okay, yeah, it's done. Now let me check once. Okay, details. Okay, adding files added. Okay, then we have an inspector. We can, previously it will be in down, now if you want we can view it from here. Where is it? It's not coming. I'm selecting view. Hello. Okay, in the tool window, in navigation tool, I think you are guys not visible. So if you go to the view in tool window, you can find the app inspector. Okay, if you open the app inspector, it will open the tab like this. So you can select the device which is not connected. It's connected but it is not showing. Okay, it's connected, it's not, it's showing, it's coming. Okay, so I added one task. We can see the database over here if it is added or not. Okay, so actually the data is reflected, which means it is there only. So I'm just opening for your, so see, I added the task is not completed, 0, and I am opening the file. One image is added. Okay, good. So now if I am opening the dialog, so we are opening, the image is showing, both are good. Okay, if I am going to complete this dialog, I am clicking this red. Oh my god, it's a crash. Wait, let me check. Trust the app and what is that? Log it 1 second, we'll see. What is that? Okay, clicking, it closed. What is that? Okay, there is some error here. What is that? Unique constraint failed. Task table dot task ID. SQLite constraint primary key. Okay. So when clicking complete, what we are doing? Task DAO 33. Okay, here. Task. So, but for complete and this one, there is no difference, right? For complete task, this needs to be do. This needs to do. That is not need to do this one. Task repository. Okay, insert. Okay, but we are doing complete only. Add task use case. Main view here. Will from here. Okay, what is this? Complete task. Complete task use case only we are clicking, right? This is add task use case. Yeah, that is a problem. Same user ID. How come it become this? I don't know. Completed task use case. Okay, yeah. So that's a mistake. Now it will work fine. Okay, I'll just run and show you. I think we'll check cross check again because we are inserting in the same ID next time also. That's what it's giving an issue. Okay, so this splash screen came, then we have a task. So if we click, we have this one, and we can click cancel and go back, and we can open this, and I am clicking the red to check out, so it came to complete. So we can see it in the DB also, in the app inspector. Okay, it will come. Okay, so it's not refreshed. I think we need to refresh the database. So see, this the task is completed. So if I add a new task, so it will be added. I'll just refresh the table. It's added. See, it's added with the time with cost 0. Okay, yeah, I think it's done. The whole application of task is done. You guys need more like this kind of full application playlist, means just let me know in comments. I'll try to add more videos like this. Okay, yeah, thank you.